Hello everyone, welcome into the Coach KJ Dynasty. Today, the number 3 Florida Gators will be taking on the 1-6 Indiana Hoosiers for the first time since November 18th of 1916. That's the only game in this series, and the Hoosiers actually did win that game 14-3. So let's see if the Gators can even up this series. I think they should. It's, kind of an uneven matchup if you ask me. The Hoosiers are dealing with injuries. Their quarterback, Eliza Robinson, is going to be out. That's a big loss for them, and honestly, this team just isn't very good in general. So for them to have so many injuries, it's going to have a big impact on the outcome of this game, if you ask me. But I think it'll be for the benefit of the Gators, as Jensen Skalski has a nice return to begin the day, but he ran over a guy instead of around him. I don't know why he did that. That might have been a touchdown. Dana Garcia comes out onto the field. 19 touchdowns, 12 picks. He had 4 on the ground, which is good. But the 12 interceptions is pretty concerning, as we're going to open up the day with him going down the field to Jensen Skalski for a 20-yard gain. That's exactly what we expect out of this game. We think the Gators are going to be able to take control early and dominate this game. I don't expect it to be much of a matchup. And like I said, I probably wouldn't have scheduled this game if I hadn't been so desperate to want to get a Big 12 team in there. I was hoping to get like an Ohio State or a Michigan or somebody, but we couldn't fit them into the schedule. And, it is what it is at this point. There's nothing we can do about it now, as we're going to go down the field and nearly throw a pick there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 8. And as you notice, the Gators are wearing their old UF helmets. I did that as a touch. You can't go back to the leather helmets of them days, but we went with an older helmet just to represent the gap in between times playing the Hoosiers. 1916 is a very long time ago, so we went with the oldest helmet we could find. As we were able to convert and keep this drive alive, we're going to pass here. That's Jaden Norwood coming open, picking up 15 and getting the big first down. We're now inside of the 20 with Garcia passing again. Clean pocket, step up, don't go backwards. Either way, it works out. We hit Jensen Skalski for 8 yards. 2nd and 2, we're going to go play action. Why are we throwing it so much? I know we expect to beat them, but I don't need a bunch of passing stats. I'll take the ground stats, as Tommy Taylor II sets us up with a 1st and goal for Dana Garcia, and he finds Jensen Skalski for the 1-yard touchdown. Florida takes a 7-0 lead here early in this one. We fully expected that. I know the Hoosiers are overmatched. As you can see, their starting quarterback is going to be Race Pikazi. He's a senior redshirt, and he's actually played pretty well, but I don't think he's in the best situation here playing an SEC defense with this team around him. He doesn't really have any chance of succeeding, if you ask me. And that's okay. We can use an easy victory. As we look at our starting defense, our front 7 has been incredible. Honestly, this defense as a whole has played really well, and I think there's a small chance we could lose a lot of players off of it at the end of the season. We have a lot of underclassmen, but that does not mean they cannot declare for the draft. I'm actually afraid that we're playing so well on defense and we have such a good season going, we are going to have a lot of underclassmen declare, and that could create a situation where next season we're a little understaffed, basically, on the defensive side of the ball. But that's okay. That's a good situation to have, as Williams gets the carry on 3rd and inches, and he's not going to convert. Senior linebacker Nathan Osborne steps up and makes the play. He came in clutch. Gators get the ball back. Now we expect them to start pulling away, as Jaden Norwood makes the reception, beating the corner and the safety there for the 13-yard gain. Garcia again looking to pass. We are not interested in running the ball, and that nearly was disastrous. Let's get back to the ground game. It's the best thing we do here. We go to Marlowe, and he's going to get the carry, juke, break a tackle. He's going to pick up like 7 yards. That's great. We'll take it. That's exactly what we expect out of him. He's a great back, as we're going to pass again, and this time it's Sam Freeman getting the reception. We tried to get around Norwood, who had a good block going. We just couldn't get there in time. So back to the ground game, and Marlowe's actually bottled up there. He ends up losing a yard. Indiana's defense steps up. You got to give them some credit, as we go back to the ground game, and Marlowe fights ahead. That's a 5-yard gain. Maybe we do want to pass the ball, because we're doing really well against them when we're passing it. Garcia throwing again to Freeman, and he's going to get a big gain down to the 4-yard line, setting up a 1st and goal for the Gators, as Murphy gets his first carry, and Murphy takes that to the house. Touchdown, Florida. That's a 5-yard score, giving the Gators a 14-0 lead here as we're ending the first quarter. I mean, there's like a minute and a half left. But man, that's been an impressive start, as Williams is going to get the carry to begin the drive for the Hoosiers. That's a 7-yard pickup. Got to give him credit there, as they go right back to him. He tries to get the edge, and that didn't happen. Nathan Osborne decked him and laid him out on his back, bringing up a 3rd and 1. And they go back to Williams. He breaks a couple tackles, but it's not enough. He ends up losing 4. The Gators are going to get the ball back here pretty quickly. 22 seconds left in the first quarter. They go to Ladarius Marlowe on the ground, and that was stuffed. He picked up just 1 there, so it's 2nd and long, final play before the end of the quarter. Marlowe gets a carry, finds some space, can't make a man miss, but it's going to be 3rd and short as we open up the second quarter. It's 14-0 here. This game's expected to be a blowout, so hopefully everything goes smoothly the rest of the way and the Gators don't make too many mistakes as they convert this third down, giving the pass out there to Macario Dorba for the big gain. They're going to go underneath on the next play and hit Freeman. That's a solid 3-yard pickup. He's a solid tight end, man. We really do like his contributions as they go back to the ground. Ladarius Marlowe with a little bit more space, picking up 11. That's going to be another Gator first down here. Marlowe remains in the game, and they go right back to him. I don't blame him. He has been effective as he jukes 2 guys out, picks up 9. Man, this kid's electric. Murphy has to check in here as Garcia's going to pass, go down the field to Logan Houston. I guess it wasn't down the field, more underneath. It goes for 5. We'll take that. Another Gator first down. Murphy getting a carry here, just outrunning people, juking, and getting into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Dwayne Murphy with the 12-yard run. That was beautiful. Nice footwork there, making it a 21-0 lead. I don't think the Hoosiers stand a chance in this one as they go back to their ground game. They really don't seem to trust their passing game. I do understand they're missing their starting quarterback, but you have to open it up when you're losing 21-0 to an SEC team. I guess that's why they're doing so bad in the Big Ten, as they lose some more yardage there. Now it's 3rd and 9, and Pakazi has to pass. He goes down the field to Lacey, who cannot hold on. That's the first pass of the game for the Hoosiers. This isn't a good game plan when you're playing the Gators. You gotta be able to be balanced and make good passes and good runs. You can't just solely rely upon the run game and think it's gonna work, as the Gators seem to be able to, as Murphy busts off a nice run and gets a huge first down for the Gators. They're down at like the 21-yard line, right back to Murphy. He has some space again, one man to beat, and he can't do it. That's okay, 8 yards, and we're already over 100 yards halfway through the second quarter on the ground. That's very impressive as Murphy gets a carry, tries to make a man miss. It's okay, we still pick up 5. It's 1st and goal now. We're marching towards more points as Marlowe checks into the game, and Garcia goes to the end zone. That's tipped up in the air. And how did Marlowe not catch that? That should have been the easiest catch in the world. It's 2nd and goal now, and ooh, that was nearly picked. That's a bad decision. Luckily, it was swatted down. So on 3rd and goal, we go to the end zone, and that gets picked. You got to be careful with the ball, Dana Garcia. Abston's going down the sideline. Is anybody going to catch up to him, or are we going to give up a stupid pick 6? And it's looking like we're going to do that. They're at the 20. They're at the 10. Murphy is the only guy, and he'll get him down, actually, at about the 4. But honestly, they're in perfect field position here. They're primed to get points on the board, as Pakazi's actually looking to pass. He decides to tuck and throw it away. I thought he was going to run. He had a better chance running there. So 2nd and goal, Lacey comes in motion for Pakazi. He's going to step up in the pocket, go to the end zone, and we pick it off with Tony Apu. He takes it out of the end zone, though. Do not do that, man. We were lucky that we were able to get a turnover there and not give up any points at all, as Garcia hands it to Marlowe, who gets stuffed. He didn't go anywhere. That was a great play by the defensive end there for the Hoosiers. So 2nd down, right back to the ground game. Marlowe jukes, finds a little bit of space. It's going to be 3rd and 4 after picking up 6. I still probably keep it on the ground just to be safe, but nope, we're going to throw a screen. Even better, Ladarius Marlowe has some space and a lead blocker. Marlowe at the 20. He's at the 30. He has one man to beat. That's it. And he can't break the tackle. He's going to be taken down at the 45. That's a huge play for the Gators, though, and really flips this field position and gets this drive going as Murphy checks in, catches a screen for himself, and takes that for 6. Solid way to begin the drive. So, minute 32 left in the half. We're going to go down the field to A.J. Coulter, who picks up 22. And now we can basically control the clock here, get a field goal or get a touchdown, and not worry about giving the Hoosiers another possession, as long as we're smart and don't throw a pick here. 2nd down, Garcia's going to pass. This time he has an open Tommy Taylor, the second. First down at probably about the 11-yard line, if I had to guess. So, to the ground game with 53 seconds left. It's Ladarius Marlowe cutting, and touchdown, Florida. It's going to be 28-0 here. There's still 51 seconds left in the half, though, so the Hoosiers could potentially get some points if they are smart here. Pakazi's going to take off and run to begin the drive, and he fumbles the ball. That's going to be recovered by the Gators. That's Zach Poydras picking it up. So now we're in excellent field position here, and we have 43 seconds to probably get more points on the board as we go down the field. That's Jensen Skalski laying out and making that reception. 1st and goal here for Garcia, and we're looking to pass with 25 seconds left, and he goes to the end zone, and it's picked. What are we doing? We got to be smarter with the ball. That's going to be your halftime score, 28-0 Florida. You know, we're not going to lose this game, but we got to get some better habits. We've really struggled with decision-making this season, and it's something that could doom us in the end. And, you know, we have national title hopes. We started this season 8-0. We're likely moving to 9-0. We have 3 regular season games left, an SEC championship game, and then after that, we have to go through a 14-team playoff field, you know, in order to win the title. So we got to get this turnover problem fixed, or else we're going to be in in deep, deep trouble. And I don't see a way we will be able to accomplish our goals if it just keeps happening. It's something that's, it's fixable. Dana Garcia's got to quit being so aggressive. And also, me on the sticks has to quit being so aggressive as well. Coach KJ can call more run plays, though. The running game has been really strong this year, so as long as Coach KJ leans into that, cuts down on the amount of passes Dana Garcia throws, we might just find a little bit of success in cutting down the turnovers, and that might ultimately help us win our title that we're hoping to win with Coach KJ before this series comes to an end. But it's 3rd and 16 as the Hoosiers begin the second half with the ball, and that's going to be a sack race. Pakazi's taken down. That's Norquitius Moore knocking him down, and the Gators will get the ball already past midfield here. And Garcia's going to find Jaden Norwood for a 15-yard gain to get this drive going. We're really looking to put our foot down on the gas. We might even get some backups out here today. We haven't seen much of Khalif Ramsey this season, and, I'd like to see what he's improved upon. As Garcia's going to pass on 2nd and 2, go to the end zone one-on-one, and that's swatted away. That's a risky decision. We don't have to be so aggressive. But it's 3rd and 2 now. Garcia going underneath. That's Jensen Skalski getting the first down, making a move. It's going to be 1st and goal from about the 8-yard line, I would say, as we go and run play action, actually. I thought that was going to be a run. Garcia feeling pressures, got to scramble. He's probably just best to throw it away, and that's exactly what he ends up doing. That's a good decision that he can make more often. As we go to our ground game, and Ladarius Marlowe picks up a couple there. It's 3rd and goal from about the 6. This is a hard situation to get in the end zone from without a scrambling quarterback, so I'm not confident we can do it, and we find Norwood underneath. We couldn't, so we decide let's go for it on 4th down. This is just being greedy, truthfully. I don't understand why we did that. I mean, it's better than running up the score, I guess, but that's a little crazy if you ask me, as Williams is going to get the carry and find some space for Indiana. That gets him away from the goal line. That was a 6-yard pickup. That makes this possession a little bit more viable as Race Pakazi's looking to pass, tucking the run, getting hit in the end zone. That's going to be a safety. 30-0 Florida. I don't think we've had any safeties in this series until there. So that's a big play that we've yet to see. So now let's see if we can get a good return on this as we have a chance. Here's we're up to the 40. We're taken down. We'll take that. That's really good starting field position for our offense. We're leading big. Let's see if we can add on here as we find Freeman down the field. That's a 14-yard pickup. Garcia's been pretty accurate today. You do expect that against Indiana as Marlowe's going to get another carry here. That's a short one, only goes for 4. So on 2nd down in the pistol, we're going to run read option and pull it with Garcia. When you're ahead by this much, why would you put your quarterback in harm's way? That really doesn't make any sense to me. That's probably not the best decision we can make. However, on 3rd down, we find Logan Houston. That's a 1st down. This drive stays alive. He picks up 11. I'm just glad to see we didn't turn it over there. That's been our biggest issue this season as Garcia is going to go down the field, and he finds Tommy Taylor the 2nd. That's going to be a 30 or so yard touchdown reception right there. That gives the Gators a 37-0 lead here late in the 3rd quarter. I don't expect Indiana to come back from this one, but I want to see if we can get a shutout here as Pakazi's going to pull to run, and he had nowhere to go. He fumbles the ball. That's recovered by Indiana, and somebody across their O-line picked it up. But that's still a 3-yard loss as they're going to send their tight end in motion here, and Pakazi's looking to pass. In the pocket, it's condensing, and he goes down. That's Norquitius Moore getting the sack on that one. So it's 3rd and 18, and they got to find a way to get a lot of yardage back as they find Bellantine, and that one wasn't enough. It went for 11. The Hoosiers decide to just punt the ball back to the Gators, and we're going to give the ball off to Jackson here and give him a few carries. That one went for 4. So on 2nd and 6, Garcia's going to pass, and he has a... Ooh, that was tight coverage. I thought he was going underneath. I didn't realize he was going to Macario Dorba on that play. As he throws it quick on 3rd down and finds Dorba here, that's a 1st down. That was also really close. I'm surprised he got there as Garcia's going to pull it on another read option, and I don't get why we're running him so much late in this game. I understand earlier in games or in tougher games when you want to run him just to kind of throw a curveball out there, but we're dominating the Hoosiers. Why take the chances? He finds Jaden Norwood down the field one-on-one. That's going to be a 38-yard reception and a huge Gators 1st down as Jackson gets a carry here. He goes down. He broke a tackle, but that was going to be a tough one. The 3rd quarter comes to an end with the Gators leading this one 37-0. It's all over here today. We're just trying to see if we can get a shutout. That's what I need you guys to hang around and see, is if we can get our first shutout of the series. I don't think we've had one yet. I'd have to double check, but I'm really, really, really certain we have not. As we go to Jackson on 3rd and goal, and he walks in. Touchdown, Florida. It's going to be 44-0 here today. 7:36 left to go in this one, and we sack Race Pakazi. That's going to be a 7-yard loss. And it looks like we have some backups out there. As you can see, Stewart's rushing the passer now. And Pakazi with a little bit of play action throws it underneath. That's Ligon holding on. That's only a 4-yard pickup. That does not help the Hoosiers much at all. So on 3rd and 12, they got to go down the field, and we have an unblocked defender who nearly gets the sack. That's Josh Stewart. Luckily for the Hoosiers, that one just fell incomplete. They got to punt the ball back to the Gators, and as you can see, we do have our backups out there. That's Khalif Ramsey attempting the pass, and that was not close at all. But we all know quarterbacks have to heat up in this game when you play on tough sliders, or else they're not going to be accurate. So we got to get them in the game, take some easy passes, and just get him playing a little better before we attempt the difficult ones. As Ramsey again attempts a difficult one, but this time he finds Tommy Taylor the second down the field for 24. It looks like we might get some more points on this drive as Murphy's finding a little bit of space here. That's a 5-yard pickup. I love seeing our backups coming in and continuing to play well. I'm a little concerned they're going to have a hard time holding this shutout, as, you know, that's a difficult thing to do. Ramsey, he missed another one there. We had a great chance as he goes down the field. This time it's Ryder Fontaine into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. That's a great pass by Khalif Ramsey. He hit him right down the seam. That's everything we were looking for. It's now 51-0 Gators today. And I just love seeing our team dominate like this. Our defense has been amazing. As you can see, they're holding up well here. Williams finds a little bit of space. That's probably one of the better runs he's had all day. That's a 6-yard pickup, but it's 4th and 5. Hoosiers just punt the ball back. Gators again in really good field position at the 40, and that screen was blown up by the defensive end. He made a good play there as Ramsey's looking to pass on 2nd down, and that's double coverage, but that's Tommy Taylor the second coming down with it. He splits the defenders, and he's gone. Touchdown, Florida. Tommy Taylor the second's amazing. He's a 6'6" speed demon wide receiver, and that's exactly why I want to get him out there more. This kid's going to make a huge difference for us down the road. I'm just sad we're not going to get every game of his on the channel, but I'm just so excited for this new game to come out that that's okay with me. I'm perfectly fine with not seeing his entire career to have a brand new game. So I've kind of mentioned it earlier, but I'm going to mention it again here. I plan on this probably being the final full season, and then from here we're going to do some full season playthroughs. I'm going to play the games. I'm only going to show you guys kind of like the highlights and stuff of how the season goes, show you the stats from each game, and we're going to keep moving on like that. I think it's the best way to wrap the series up, and I want to hopefully do at least 4 seasons that way, just so that way we can finish everybody's career up, and then, you know, just see how Coach KJ does if we get past 4 seasons. I don't think we will, but as you can see, we just got our first shutout. The Gators held on to dominate the Hoosiers today, 58-0. I can honestly say if we were continuing this series past this season, we're never scheduling the Hoosiers again. This was such a beatdown that it wasn't even fun playing this game. And I honestly thought about doing 2 games in this episode just because of the fact it was such a beatdown. It's just something I hadn't done in this series before, so I didn't want to start it now. This was a beatdown. I understand if guys didn't make it this far, and if you did, I really do appreciate you. Go ahead and drop a like if you would. I would greatly appreciate it. It's all I'm asking for. And guys, I also want to briefly mention that we have a new team builder team coming out, and it's going to be the Indian River Bull Sharks. They're going to be based here in Florida, near the Indian River, and I think it's going to be a really interesting team to build. Hopefully that can make them a bad team and we can build them all the way up to the top. I wanted to do a coaching carousel again, but as soon as I seen Team Builder was back, I couldn't help myself. I wanted to build a custom logo and build a team. It's actually a concept that I had way back before Team Builder got shut down last time. I wanted to build for NCAA 14 and use the team there. And, you know, I never really got to figure out how to create my custom team in the actual emulator, so I didn't get to do it in College Football Revamped. I didn't trust myself, and I didn't want to mess the game up, so this is an idea I saved in hopes that this game would have Team Builder, and it does. I don't know if it's going to be fully built out. It sounds like it could be kind of basic. Hopefully it's good enough to where I can build a good custom team, and it's not dreadfully bad. But we'll have to see. I'm going to build the team. I promised it, and we're going to play with them on the channel. So hopefully Team Builder is good. I have a little bit of confidence that it'll be at least what we had in 14. And if that's the case, I can deal with that. And I think I can build a good team based on that. I just want their uniforms to be nice. The stadium's going to be big if I can upgrade it. Now, if you can upgrade facilities, we'll start with a small stadium and we'll work our way up. But I fully expect us to have to build a giant stadium and just have it empty at first, and that's fine with me. I'm hoping that that'll work out for this team, and I hope that y'all are excited for this series, because I know I am. Even if it's kind of basic, I can't wait for it. I have voting currently going on the channel to help decide the logo for the team. It could be on round 2 when you guys see this. Right now, though, round 1's going. I'm recording this on Friday. You may not see this video until Monday or Tuesday, but if you see it and I'm already on round 2 of voting, it'll still give you a chance to vote for the final logo, because round 1 just is going to choose a couple to go against the top 2 logos that I personally thought were kind of cool. We'll have to see what you guys think, as, you know, like I said, you can only do 4, or else I'd have just put them all at once and left the voting open for a while. So we're going to do 2 rounds of elimination to decide our logo. And guys, I really hope you're excited for it, because I know I am, and I get to show off my creative side a little bit. So that has me pretty excited, and hopefully build something that's going to be a great legacy for this channel and really get this channel going. Things have been a little slower lately, and I always apologize for it, but I'm excited for this game, and we're going to have some free time coming up, so there's going to be plenty of time to get this game out and to wrap this series up. We're going to get back to our Raiders series, but having 2 post-com series is quite a lot for me right now. So the Raiders is going to go back to just live commentary and being a little choppy. Either way, we're going to be delayed on that one while I try to focus on getting Coach KJ wrapped up before the new EA Sports game comes out. I'm LDJ11. I want to thank you for watching, though. Please like and subscribe. Have a great day, and I'm out.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink, cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars.